Hello and welcome to your English news broadcast, reporting to you live from our headquarters at Asmara with your domestic and international news in brief at exactly 10:30 p.m. Eritrea's local time. I'm Zahra Badouri, but first we'll begin with your major headlines for this broadcast. Virtual seminar focusing on diaspora nationals. Sports and Cultural Week in Adukhala. Russia threatens to destroy Ukraine jets after Poland and Slovakian pledges. And in Indonesia, Mountain Marapi volcano erupts. Welcome to your domestic in brief. The Ministry of Justice organized virtual seminar on 17th of this March focusing on diaspora nationals in connection with the National Weekday. The seminar that was opened by Mrs. Fawzia Hashim, Minister of Justice, and in which over 500 nationals from various countries took part. Briefings were provided focusing on law and development as well as human rights in terms of cultural values of Eritrean people. At the virtual seminar, Mr. Natnael Futsum and Mr. Siyum Iyasu, legal experts, provided detailed briefings on the relationship between law and development and significance of law, as well as on the significant Eritrean values in the terms of law and development, including self-reliance, social justice, and independent choice. The participants of the seminar commanding for the briefings forwarded comments and questions related to the briefings that were provided. Minister Fawzia also commanded the interest the participants demonstrated at the seminar. Sports and Cultural Week has been conducted in Adukhala subzone on 11 and 12 March. The Sports and Cultural Week included football, handball, athletics, music, and general knowledge, debating, literature, drama, painting, and innovation. Speaking at the closing event of the Sport and Cultural Week, Mr. Tasfai Sibhatu, head of education in the subzone, said that the Sports and Cultural Week was part of the teaching and learning process, and the objective was to enable students identifying their talent as well as to create occasion to enable the students exchange experience among one another. Pointing out on the significance of the Sports and Cultural Week in nurturing physically and mentally fit youth, Mr. Goito Masfaha, head of the Culture and Sports in the subzone, expressed readiness to ensure the stability of the program. In Adukhala subzone, there are 44 schools in 22 administrative areas. On your final, domestic soil and water conservation activity with strong participation of the public is being carried out in the administrative area of Dege Qarora and Imhaiman Qarora subzone. At the popular campaign in which a number of residents, government employees, and members of the defense force are taking part, so far 1,200 meters of water diversion schemes have been renovated in the administrative area of Qarora and Dege, indicating that the popular campaign is aimed at diverting water from the rivers of Falkat, Taba, Agre, Kaskab, and Wajaba to the 5,000 acres of agricultural land that have been recently dispersed to farmers in Malit and Qarora. Mr. Idris Ali, administrator of the subzone, commanded the strong participation of the public and members of the defense force in the popular campaign. Do stay tuned for more on your international feed after this. Welcome to your global reports. Russia has threatened to destroy any fighter jets given to Ukraine by its allies after two countries promised planes. Slovakia became the second NATO country to pledge Kyiv some MiG-29 aircrafts on Friday, a day after Poland. Slovakia's fleet was grounded last year, and it no longer uses the jets. Ukraine has asked Western countries for more jets, however, but because of the long training times, these are seen only as long-term options. It sees extra aircrafts as important for its defense and possible counterattacks a year into Russia's invasion. Other NATO countries are considering sending planes such as the MiG-29, a model which dates from the time of the Soviet Union, and Ukraine pilots are trained to fly. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said that during the special military operations, all these equipments will be subjected to destruction. The Polish and Slovak pledged are a positive move for Ukraine, which has more pilots than planes, but will not make a decisive difference. The Ukrainians say in a report what they really need is U.S.-made F-16 fighter jets. However, at the start of Russia's full-scale invasion, Ukraine was believed to have about 120 combat-capable aircraft, mainly aging MiG-29s and Su-27s. On Friday, Slovakian Prime Minister Edward Heger tweeted that his government had approved sending the country's 133 MiG-29s to Ukraine. On your final report, Indonesia's mountain Merapi, one of the world's most active volcanoes, erupted late Friday and continued to spew hot ash and other volcanic material on Saturday. Footage of flaming lava pouring out of the crater and a tall column of hot cloud raising 1,300 meters into the air was taken by the government-run Merapi Volcano Observatory on Friday night. The volcano continued to spew hot ash and hot lava was visible on Saturday. However, the country's volcanology agency said in a statement Saturday residents should anticipate the disruption due to the volcanic ash from Mount Merapi eruption and please to be on alert for the danger of volcanic mudflow, especially when it rains around Merapi. Merapi also erupted last week, sending volcanic material 9,600 feet above the summit. Volcanic ash rain blanketed at least 8 villages near the volcano after last week's eruption. Volcanologists' second report says last week that volcano is experiencing its most active phase since the year 2021. Merapi has been at the second highest level alert since the year 2020, following increased volcanic activity, and authorities established to restrict a restricted zone of 7 kilometers from the summit. The volcano's last major eruption was in 2010, killed more than 300 people and forced the evacuation of some 280,000 residents. It was Merapi's most powerful eruption since 1930, when about 1,300 people were killed, and eruption in 1994 left about 60 people dead. Dear viewers, that is all for now with your domestic and international news in brief. Until we are back with some more news, stay and enjoy the rest of our programs. Do stay tuned for more of your news reports. Until then, this is a recap of your today's exclusives. Virtual seminar focusing on diaspora nationals. Sports and Cultural Week in NATO subzone. Russia threatens to destroy Ukraine jets after Poland and Slovakia pledges. And in Indonesia, Mount Merapi volcano erupts hot lava. Do stay tuned for more of your reports. Thanks for watching once more and have a nice one.